Flop metrics. Believe in yourself, dreams on a shelf underneath the leaks and asbestos. A similar perspective on life, I want a new lease. Underestimated the price to afford New Street. And all along the way through a number of songs and beat drops, I kept my spirit alive from inside this crumbling sheetrock. Like my karma's lack of closet space and clean floors for serenading middle-aged women like Jim Peterick with a keyboard too rugged and raw to pull hose on some Dave DeJohn fly shit. I'm that broke creative, donate blood to produce spy kids, using Trenbolone as a treatment for quarter-life crisis panic. Just like too many tenants, too many vices to manage. Can you hear the ops strolling the block? That's my not so distant past. Everything they said wouldn't happen if I just sit in class. For every failure and every relationship that didn't last, I blame it on the flop like I'm charging it to the game in cash. And lately I've been thinking about the time spent wallowing, destined to repeat the mistakes of the steps we follow in as youngins, to discover the trouble powder and bottles bring and choose it like our folks did. It's sobering to acknowledge this. A home away from home, hope to be different than our fathers. We're prone to stand in a zone between visionary and follower. We share things deeper than vehicles closing hallways. The memories of growing up hurt in the place we all stay.
You know that Savo is just a movie character and that I can't save you in real life. But I could love you, and I could post pictures of us on Instagram, but even that can't save us because that's just for external validation.
Yeah, baby, things been kinda trifling ever since the landlord got on me about the recycling. And even if the neighbors play R&B in the summertime, I'm bumming on the block, switching noise complaints out for something live. And I ain't a provider unless you looking for rooms for rent. We play Pocket Survivor, turn living rooms into movie sets. Hoes feel at home with us here like situationship newlyweds. I chose this type of struggle instead of college and student debt. Broken family life is full of pressures. Brought in Pisces women like mom to love us, impress us. In the summertime, the guys would arrive with couches and dresses just to make this makeshift home away from our stresses. Thinking water can be thicker than blood, but not thicker than blood. Filtering alcohol, primo and bud that's in our system. Through scandalous circumstances, we dancing with failing when taking chances. But I'll never be a victim. Disappointed about the work that we could have but never got done. Annoying how when we all come together, that's when the cops come. Faced with toxic versions of faith. When people tell you to your face that they love you when they've never given or got love. We'll see what the spot does. At least we don't do the same drugs that Pop does. We might have held pistols but never shot one, just to prove that we're not thugs. And life turned out to be way different than living in Pine Rock was, living by flop metrics. Let me get my calculations right.